We'll see first the curl of vector field. Now, curl is very important term to understand when we consider the magnetic field, the effects of the time varying electric field. So, what is this curl? In order to understand, let us consider one example. Here I am considering one particular space, and in this particular space certain fluid is flowing, okay, and a liquid is flowing. Now first, if in this particular region we consider that the fluid is having the constant space, and here the vector field we consider as a velocity vector. Okay, as we know that curl, we are finding the curl of a vector. So here the velocity of this liquid we consider as a vector. Now second, here we consider the fluid, the liquid is moving in not in a uniform pattern. Here it is a less, here bit greater, and here bit greater. In this, the fluid is not constant, but it is rotating. The fluid is moving in a rotation pattern. Here the fluid is in a constant flow. Here it is a bit increasing, velocity is increasing, and here it is moving in this particular rotation. Now what we are doing, we consider that we consider there is certain stick here. We consider one stick, okay, wooden stick. So what would happen? The wooden stick, when we are keeping in this, it will move in this particular pattern. Okay. Here again we are keeping one stick. So what would happen? Because of this variation in this field, the stick would not keep in this particular position, but it would rotate a bit. It would rotate. In this, if we are keeping a stick, then what would happen? The stick would start moving in this particular direction where the fluid is moving. Now if the stick is not here, the stick is moving constant, that means there is no curl. Curl 0. Here we can consider curl, that is the non-zero, and here again we can consider curl is a non-zero. So the curl, that means if the vector field is filling a rotation, then we can say it is filling the curl, and the value of that curl of that vector would be non-zero. Now the question may arise, how we can compute the curl? So in order to find out, let us consider, I am considering the vector as a f. So the curl of f, in order to compute, we use the dial vector operator and the cross product between these two vectors. Now if we are finding what is the, if we consider the Cartesian coordinate system, then in the Cartesian coordinate system, the representation of my vector cross, this is fx, fy, and the fz. In further, if we simplify, then in a matrix representation we can write ax, ay, az, del by del x, del by del y, del z, here fx, fy, and the f. So this is simply the representation. Now only we have considered the magnitude, but what about the direction? See, if we consider the divergence of vector, then it would result into the scalar part. If we consider the curl of vector, then it would result into the vector. Okay, so what about the vector of this? What would be the direction of the curl of this vector? So what we have to simply follow in order to calculate the direction of curl of vector, we simply follow the right hand thumb rule. We have to use the right hand. The direction of this, whatever the direction of this vector, that would be the direction of my fingers. So the thumb direction indicates the direction of curl of this vector. Okay. Now let us further discuss. We are considering again. Let's consider. I have taken one 2D plane where a uniform field is there. The distribution of the field is uniform. You can consider any vector field. Okay. Now in this 2D field, we have the uniform field distribution. Now we want to find out the curl of this vector. So whenever we want to find out the curl, always we find curl at certain point. So let's consider here I want to find out my curl. So what we have to do? We have to take one loop that is encircling this point. We know that integral form of the this Ampere circuital law. Okay, how we find out the magnetic field? Whenever we want to find out the magnetic field, or let's come to the curl. When we want to find out the curl of the any vector, then we have to take a point where we want to find, and we have to encircle this point. So we are considering one closed path. In this closed path, we are applying simply the closed integration. Now, in this, what we have to do? We have to follow the certain direction. So let's consider, I am considering the anti-clockwise direction. Now, in this, here we have taken the field direction is this, and if I look at the four sides of this closed path, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So out of these four sides, only side number 2 and 4 are in the direction of my field. Whereas the 1, this is my 1 and 3 are not in a direction of the field. That means this two sides would not contribute in order to calculate the total curl of this vector. Now, if I want to find out the total circle integration, let's consider my vector field is F. So if I find out circle integration, then what would happen? The line number 2 and 4, these two sides are, the field intensity in these two sides are equal but having the opposite polarity. So because see, this is the here positive direction, this is towards the negative direction. So this would result into the 0. Okay, that means the curl of this vector, that is the 0. In second way, if we consider here the non-uniform field distribution, here there is a non-uniform field distribution. Now I want to find out the curl of this vector. Let us take again the vector here, whatever the vector, that is the F, vector F. Now what we have to do? We have to find out any certain point. Okay, we have to follow one path that is encircling this point, and we have to take certain direction. Now, as it is the non-uniform, okay, again let us assign the name 1, 2, 3 and 4. So out of this 4, the 1 and 3 are not in a direction of the field direction, so they are not contributing to find out the call of this vector. Now only side number 2 and 4 are contributing, but here as it is a non-uniform, the intensity of the field in the path number 2 would be different than the intensity in the path number 4. So when we consider the closed line integration, this would not be 0. Then we can consider the curl is again not 0. So this is how we find out if it is the uniform, it is not varying in any point, there would be no any circulation. If there is no any circulation, the curl would be 0. If we have a variation in the field and we have a certain closed path integration, then it would not result into the 0, that would be non-zero. If it is not 0, then the curl, we will get certain value of this curl, and that means the curl is the non-zero. Again, if we want to find out the direction, then we have to follow the right hand thumb rule. So this is about the curl of the vector. Next we'll see the point form of the Ampere circuital law. Thank you.